Yeah. G'day folks, this is the Coffee Bush Kid in Central Vic. Today I'm on the edge of a surfacing area. It's a spot I've been before, well, a spot I've been a few times before actually. It's where I broke in the 6-inch coil on the mighty Equinox 800. So, I've been here a few times, but I've not brought the Manticore here, or the Manticore with the M8 coil, or in fact the Manticore with the M8 coil working SIDS settings. So when I have been here, I have discriminated out heavily. This time we're going to leave it open and see what I can find in those low numbers that can give you some really interesting stuff. The guys on motorbikes are here, so we'll shoot through and we'll start swinging. Okay, so our target is down here. So that looks like rust and... oh geez, how nasty and gnarly is that? Well, that's interesting. Oh no. What the hell did I have in the ground? What was I looking at? There's a bottle cap and a couple of bits of steel. So, no, that thing that I thought was something good wasn't anything at all. We just got more steel. So it was that bottle top that gave all the good signal. Bother! Thought it was going to be something better than that. And I got a 30. It was screaming all over the place. Ant. It's down there. There we go. You can see that in the sunlight. Oh, almost feels like it's a complete one. So let's... there we go. Movement. There we go. A spoon. Yep, dessert spoon. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. Don't know whether there's going to be anything on there. No, looks like it might have been silver plated at one time, but it's not a very fancy one. Anyway, we'll keep going. I've got a signal down in the mound here. You go, okay, that's all right. And we look down. Can everyone see that? Oh, there we go. A key just sitting on the ground. Lockwood. I wonder if that was someone's front door key. If it was, that's a bad day right there. It's a nice old one. Could have been just from a padlock too, who knows. Anyway, interesting little find. Lockwood, Australia. On we go. Well, I got this insistent target. So, we're going to dig it. I've already uncovered it. So tantalisingly, what's it going to be? Corset fastener, toe cap. I can't think of anything else. There's only going to be one way to find out, isn't there? Nope, that wasn't in it. That is a tonneau cover button pluggy thing that would have been on the canvas side to clip over your ute. And these, I remember, were used on early Holden utilities. Anyway, that's what that is. It's not a bad find. It was insistent. We found it. But I think it's time for us to keep going. Down there, what was it? It was a 34. Oh, I've got to show you this. There we go. You know, I'm a sucker for a bit of diamond knurling. It's a beautifully turned little piece. We've got thread inside, and I'm not going to be able to show you. There it is down there. It's a roly-poly little thing, and now, no, I found it again. Good. We'll try and stop that. There we go. See? Thread inside. That's just a beautiful little piece of turning. Don't know what it was off, but it was obviously done up finger tight. But yeah, nice little find that. Happy with that. Well, it would be unkind of me not to show you this signal. That one. Glorious, eh? Now, I have uncovered the ground. I've dug it around with the pinpointer. We're right there. So, out with the digger. We're going to say silver. You know I'm always going to say silver. Ooh, it might not be silver, but there's nothing wrong with that colour, is there? Is that a Vicky? That's an Eddie. I think that's an Eddie penny. I tell you what, I'll come back after we clean it. Alright, we're back. Eddie penny, gee, the ground does not like the coppers, does it? What year? Well, there we go. 1907. That's not a bad find. 1 penny, an Eddie one. We'll keep going. There's where we got our Eddie penny. I just started swinging again. I got another signal. And it was a, what was it, 40, 44. I've just done the old boot scrape, cleared the ground. You can see my wiggle lines with my pinpointer. And I've come along, and oh, look at that. It wasn't a pull tab like I was expecting. It's a button. What's that say? Get that in the sun properly. Oh, look at that. See how special you folks are? Not any sort of make. Superior make. Yeah, see what I do for you? That's not a bad little find. What else will be lurking in the ground? Who knows? But let's find out. Well, by this big old decaying peppercorn tree, I got a 44, 45, nice single splodge. Boom, there it is. In that realms, I have dug up some tin and stuff, but this was just a really, really nice splodge. Now, somewhere, I've just spotted a button. Oh, there we go. Right there. Oh, nice. So, oh yeah, can tell you what that is straight away. That's a Victorian Volunteers button.
Aut pace, aut bellow, in peace, in war, whichever way that translates. 1883 to 1892, I think that one is. Somewhere around that. That is a cool little find. I think it's well and truly worthy of a cleanup. So we'll do that and we'll see what it looks like. Tantalisingly, I can't read who that is. There's a C and there's an L and something or other else and co. So we could look that up as to who made it. But that's the side we all want to see. Yep, that way. So there we are. Oh, this one doesn't say. Oh, this says something else. Well, that's pretty cool. I'll have to look up what that actually says. Pro Deck Et. And then it looks like Patra. I'll actually have to clean. Well, hey! Let's run away. Clean that one up. There we go. Oops, run that way. To see what that actually does say. Usually they have aut pace, aut bellow. Ah, that'll be a nice little piece of homework for me. Oh, that's good. Like a nice button, as you all know. Well, I got a good size 52. Oh, it was fairly solid. Consistent, we dug down. Look at that. Oh, hang on a moment while I try and get it up onto my knee. Oh, there we go. How's that for a projectile? It's in good nick. Obviously not gone through anyone. There's my little finger. That is a thumping piece of lead. That is going to hurt. Oh man. Shoulder, hip, knee, lower back. Yep. That's going to hurt. Let's keep going. The wind is in a bugger of a spot. Anyway, 44, 45, there was a 43. It was a little bit long, but a good solid splodge right on the line. I thought, oh, is it going to be a tin can? Yeah, is it going to be a pull tab, something like that? No! Now, I haven't touched it. Can everyone see that? Yeah? Is this going to be my first sheriff's badge? Very cool if it was. Oh, it's very thin. Don't know. Don't know whether it is. We are going to have to clean that up and find out. So, oh, look at that. This one's having 2 bob each way. Sheriff up the top, marshal down below. Take your pick. It's a very, very thin aluminium job. I reckon the bobbly bits on top of the stars has been broken off. You can see that they're pretty ratty there. But, yeah, cool little find. I don't know whether this came out of a thing for a kid's party or what. There's no pin marks for it there, so I don't know how it would have held on. But at the end of the day, it does say sheriff, and I've got the extra bonus of potentially being a marshal as well. So I reckon that would go home and sit in amongst all my toy cap pistols. That'll look cool. At this point, I will say I am on a piece of Crown land right beside a road. There we go. People have been dumping all sorts of things here. Let's just go for a little walk. So you could have some firewood, you could have part of a car or some corrie iron, whatever. But so I've got my sheriff's badge from probably the 50s.
And I got a, oh, it was a 72, 74 and a bit elongated as a splodge. And look at this. Some might say, oh, that's off the bottom of a chair. I would disagree. That's a pulley. It would have been screwed in. That focus is a screw hanging out of there. But this is a brass one. I know you would say, oh yeah, but the rubber went around there. I still disagree. I found one of these when I was a little kid. And my grandfather, he worked on it and soaked it in CRC and all WD-40 and all the good things in life. And he got the wheel to turn for me. I played with that thing for ages. Loved it. So, yeah, I'm very happy with that because it sort of brings back nice childhood memories. Now, on another note, we'll stick that there. You know how I said they're throwing away everything? Look down there. Can you see that? If we do that, those of you who know, that's a vise. Well, being a tool maker, I've got to go down and have a look at that because you can't throw away a bloody vise. Anyway, whether I film that or not, that's another thing. But it's a vise down in the gully. We've got to find it. Probably not going to be able to shelter you from the wind, but since I was close to where I did my Equinox 900 video, I just thought I'd have a go with the Manticore and the M8 coil to see if I missed anything. There we go. Big scream, isn't it? So that rang up as a 3-4 on the Manticore, that little piece of lead. It wasn't that deep, but still, it's a target that no one else had got. Anyway, I'll try to keep going. Well, someone's had a bit of a play in a pipe clay mullock heap. So I thought I'd come over for a swing. I got nothing there, but right beside it, I did get me a signal. And there it is. Unfortunately, it is just another lead shot, but nonetheless, it is a signal that they left. Anyway, or didn't find. Let's see if we can find a golden one, hey? And I'm just swinging around, just minding my own business. Yeah, screen's going off everywhere. There's lots and lots of rubbish. That one did take my interest. Isn't it funny how it's not until the coil runs over something that you realise that something's actually there. Oh, it's a button. I thought it might have been a coin. But even so, that was sitting on the surface. No one's coming in here in their right mind detecting for gold because there's just too many bloody signals. And actually, speaking of right mind, see how the roof of this digging is coming apart? Don't think of going down in there. It's not that thick. If we did that, you know, there's not that much bloody roof to it. Still weigh a fair ton if it fell on you. A lot of glass on the top of the ground. You never know what will take your attention. I reckon that will. Don't know how old it is, but it's a marble out in the bush. We better take it home. Well folks, there we are. We've come to the end of another Coffee Bush Kid adventure. We found some interesting bits and pieces. I am now a sheriff or a marshal, which is quite good. Yeah, finding a vice was interesting. Shame it was broken at the base. Marbles, so I'm slowly collecting the ones that maybe I have lost, who knows. We got an Eddie Penny along the way, which is always a pretty cool find. Anyway, I've had fun, hope you've had fun. And as I tell you, we drop one of these every Saturday night at 6:30 our time. So please like, comment, subscribe would be good, but geez, you know, if you don't, just come back next week, she'll be fine. We'll be here, don't you worry about that. Anyway, keep in mind, always good to fill in some of your days detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. I'll catch you next time.